Well, hello there. Welcome back to the cabin. If you don't know me, my name is Xander. I am a vintage clothes seller. We've got a vintage clothes shop in Stafford, Penkridge, plus a sale online in all the usual places like eBay, Etsy, Vinted, Depop, Facebook Marketplace, where else? Anywhere you can think of, Vestiaire, anywhere you can think of, we probably sell. And although I might be looking a bit scruffy today, I've actually been working hard in my cabin at the back of the garden. I'm quite lucky. I get to work in the back of the garden every day, which is lovely. Get to spend lots of time with the wife and the dogs. But this place has been a bit of a mess and it's been getting me down. Been very hard to find items that I've sold. Plus, it's just been like a bit of a nightmare. I buy a lot of wholesale stock and I've got a load coming next week. Probably my biggest order of the year, and I still don't really know where I'm going to put it. So what I've done is tidied this place up a good bit so I can see the woods through the trees, and then we'll be able to figure out what I'm going to do with the new stock. I might be wholesaling quite a lot off to a few dealers I know, and the rest is anyone's guess. But I'll flip the camera around and show you what we've got going on. So I've been meaning to make a video like this for quite a while anyway. A few people have asked to see what it looks like. It's not as posh as some people's, but it does the job quite well. I'll start off with the workspace area. As I pack orders, I tend to put them down here, and then of course they get packed. These are just simply two tables I made. We've got a fire underneath, which is lovely in this type of weather. And then I must admit, there's quite a lot of messy stuff down there, which still needs to be organised. Got my workspace. Unfortunately, I've got a dicky monitor at the moment. This needs to be fixed or sent back. Again, loads of kind of like messy stuff up high and there as well, shop tags. This is where I do my photography. These are really good lights. I can't recommend them enough for people. You can change the colours and stuff and the brightness and intensity, and they are really good. They're a nice alternative to the big massive Canon lights you get. So as I photograph, it tends to go into there and it gets measured along this table. That's why I've put that down, listed of course, and then it gets put away in lots. This is all stuff that needs to be pictured and listed. And then almost every single other rail, everything, that's just filtering in a bit of barber. And pretty much, I'm pleased to say, almost every single thing there is listed. And almost every single thing there is listed. And pretty much all of these jeans are listed. Over the 3 eBays and all the other websites, I think we've got about 2,200 listed last time I checked. Or was it 1,800? I can't remember whether it's 2,200 or 1,800. But the beauty of this is it can move out the way and give me a bit more space, and of course back and forward if you're looking for items. Because like I say, almost every single thing here is listed. It's still a little bit messy. Now the reason I don't do that kind of the box method, even them shoes are, even them shoes are listed. There's a bit of mess underneath here, and almost every single pair of shoes in here is listed as well. The only reason these are here is they need to be dried. I've personally washed these Burberry Macs, and when I'm at the shop on Saturday, my nephew George is going to steam them nice. I don't think any of these will go online. I think they'll go in our retail space. But those aren't listed. They need to be listed. But everything, pretty much everything you can see in this cabin is listed. These were lights that I took off a photo box, and I kind of changed it around for myself, and it gives us a much nicer kind of bigger workspace. And I like this wood instead of the white backgrounds. It's nothing fancy. Again, it's just quite homemade and a little bit scruffy. I suppose a little bit like me. There's a lot of mess underneath there that needs to be tidied. I'm not hitting the gym anymore, but hopefully that will come back into play when I am. This cabin itself, I think it's either 28 or 32 feet long. And it wasn't expensive. It was £2,800. And then I did the insulation on the floor, the ceiling and the walls myself. That cost me about £1,000 in materials. I bought the best you can buy. I got quoted £5.5 grand for that. And then my friend Aaron did all the electronics. We've got 4 electric points plus these LED strip lights, which is white light or natural light. And that cost me about £1,000 all in. It is incredibly warm in here. It's a miserable rainy day outside, and I don't really need that fire on, but I regularly take this fleecy jumper off, and then I'm cold, so it's nicer to have a t-shirt on. But you can see the space now. But that's it really. I had the floor linoed, which is really good, so you can wipe it because the dogs are running in with muddy paws a lot. You know, there's scruffy bits like down here. I mean, it looks better like that, of course, but it's all wired in nicely and kind of bodge jobbed, but it does the job and I'm pretty happy with it. I do have blankets down here, and when I'm working, the dogs jump up and chill with me, which is nice. But on the whole, I'm pretty happy with it. Go, you're back. I just realised I was walking around just showing you stock. Yeah, so at the time when we had this place built, I couldn't quite afford to have a really expensive, top of the range, beautiful cabin made, as some people have, as well as the garden. So I just had it all done in one go. And the cabin, in all honesty, although it's a little bit scruffier than I would like, I think if we were to ever sell this place, I would plaster the walls, change the outside a little bit, and just make it a bit smarter. So if somebody was kind of buying the house from us so they could use this as their own business, maybe they could use it for something like, because we've got a side entrance to the garden, maybe they could use it as some kind of like little clinic. Maybe there's a wife that she can do nails or treatments or something. Then it's a really useful space and probably will help sell the property. But for the time being, it's working really well for me. I am pretty full. The reason we moved to this is because we had a 750 square foot warehouse in Stafford, like 3 roads away from us, and it was an amazing space. Believe it or not, I did manage to fill it, but it was £650 per month. And you know, I had that for 2 years, and I was thinking, well, we're throwing all this money away. I can't remember the exact cost, but I think we threw away something like £13,000 or £14,000 on that place. And I just thought to myself, I wanted something of my own. Now, I think this has probably added a bit of value to the property. I'm not sure. Obviously, it's quite messy. If somebody was coming in to value the property and they saw all this, they'll probably think, Jesus. But it does serve our business really well. It's so nice working from home, and I'd recommend it to anyone if they've got a space to do this. If you've got the space at home, I would definitely go for it. Just realised I'm trying to grow my hair. I've just realised how curly and messy it is on the sides. Oh well. It's too late now. I'm not putting a hat on and remaking this video. But anyway, I thought I'd show you around the cabin. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've taken anything from it or learnt anything, please do me a massive favour. Give me the thumbs up, comment and like, and subscribe to the channel. That'd be really appreciated. And I'll continue making videos like this for you. Thanks a lot.